guys, I know you guys are like, where have you been? I've been on my other channel, sorry I didn't tell anyone. But yeah, this is going to be high school story number 1. I'm just gonna like have some little flashbacks for you guys. And okay. The first one I'm gonna share with you guys is it was the first day of the new semester, and there we had a new student in our class, which was unusual because it's a full year class. You can't just transfer into it, which is how, or like she either got kicked out or she had to have gotten kicked out or something, because there's no other way to get into another class. It's for 2 semesters. And she sat next to me, and she was pretty nice. She was very ghetto though. I didn't like that, but my thing is she was nice, and I'm like, okay, fine, like deal with it. I don't like ghetto black people, and I'm not racist against my own race. I'm actually very proud of my race, but I hate ghetto black people. I do not like them. They're loud, they're obnoxious, they're crude, oh my god, and they make the ones who act like we have sense, look really bad. But anyways, she sat next to me, and she'd ask me for help on assignments and, you know, to play catch up and stuff like that, because she was never in class. She was always in the dean's office. And, excuse me. Throat's a little dry. But yeah, she would always be out, so like I'd help her with her assignments and stuff. But if you guys ever heard of, like, I call it the gum epidemic. Basically, now we all know through 1st through 8th grade there was no gum chewing permitted. You get detention and stuff for it. And when we found out freshman year that we could have all the gum we wanted, we were like ecstatic, and like everyone started loading their bags up with like gum and lots of gum, because you could finally chew it in school without having to worry about hiding it when the teacher came, because you didn't want to get in trouble. So back to what I was saying before, like I have packets of gum all the time. Like if you look in my purse right now, you find gum. Like there's no doubt. And when I run out, I go buy at least 5 or 6 packs more. So that doesn't happen for a while, because I bought packs of gum at the beginning of the new semester, and I'm just now starting to run out. And it's over. It's well in the summer break. And basically, she'd ask me for gum every day. If you guys had someone who would ask you for money or gum every day, you know how I felt. Or like for a pencil, I stopped lending pencils out like a few days after not the new semester, the first semester when it was still hot out. I stopped lending pens and pencils out because I never got them back. It was like horrible. I never got the pens or pencils back. And one of them got melted in shop class. This dude, someone actually took the pen from him and melted it. And I was like, okay, this is freaking ridiculous. There is no way I'm lending any more gum out. Any more gum, okay. Sorry guys. Any more supplies out. So I stopped lending out supplies and everything. I'd only give it to like my really good friends, and I actually had a problem with that because this girl sat next to me. I won't give you her name. She sat next to me, and she asked me for a pen one day, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm not lending anything else out because I never get it back. I'm sitting right next to you. Now guys, I've heard this story before. I'm sitting right next to you, get it back right after class. So I told her no. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not lending anything out. And somebody asked her for a piece of paper, and she says, no, I'm not lending anything out, trying to sound like me. And I was like, whatever. I was really sick of, because, like, guys, it was ridiculous. I started off with literally 44 pens, like erasable pens and stuff. And by, like, I think 10 days into the school year, I had 10 left. I think that that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. It was like, it wasn't even enough time to, like, the ink in those pens probably wasn't even used. So, it's just ridiculous. But back to what I was saying before about the gum thing. So the first day she asks, I give it to her. Second day she asks, I give it to her. Third day she asks, here you go. I'm getting kind of annoyed with it. This is in the second semester. And I'm like, okay, I made a decision that this is getting kind of ridiculous, so I don't want to be mean, so I'm going to lie. So she asked me for gum one day, and I told her I didn't have any, and I showed her an empty pack of like literally 6 that were in my purse, guys. I bought 6 packs of gum. There were 6 in my bag, but she didn't know that. She just thought I produced her an empty pack. And the next day I was looking through my stuff trying to find an assignment, and she says, oh, Jen, can I have some gum? I was like, I don't have any. She's like, you a lie? She's saying she ain't got no gum and holding this big ass pack of straw. And I'm like, oh god, I hated her voice. She's really ghetto. And she made me look bad because she had my name. And so I give her a piece reluctantly. And so I made a decision. It's like, you know what? You learn how to say no about your school supplies. and about lending stuff out to other people. Why can't you say the same thing about your gum? It's your gum. My thing is, if you guys have ever had anyone who mooches off you, you would understand, like, every day they want, like, $1 or gum or this or that. It gets old after a while because it's like, at the end of the day, you either have no money, no gum, no pens, no pencil, no paper, something you have to do without because of greedy people. So I made a decision that no matter what, or no matter how intimidated I felt, that I was going to tell her no next time, no matter how. This girl was bigger than me, guys. She was about 2 something easy. She was really big. She was like one of those ghetto fat big girls who have their weave in their hair and they're like, I'm so hot, I'm so fabulous. And you're looking at them like, would you sit your fat ass down? But anyways, so the next day we were watching a movie, and my thing was, this is what really annoyed me. It was a brand new pack I was just opening. It's like, I haven't even had the chance to open it and you're already begging. And so I took it out and I was like getting a piece out to chew. She's like, oh, Jasmine. I'm like, oh my god, is that all that bullshit really necessary? I said, yeah. Oh, give me a piece. Let me get a piece. No. Why? I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, because she's getting kind of hostile. She's like, the way she said why, she's like, why? Like, why not? And so I just nodded my head no. And I looked down, and I looked over, and she's staring daggers into me. So I basically write it in this little in a notebook I had, because my friend didn't come to school that day, and she would like it for me to write her stuff when she wasn't able to attend school, so she could know what happened. So I was telling her about that incident, and I noticed that she started treating me really differently. She started being very rude to me during class. She started acting like a bitch, and I was like, I hope this isn't all over gum, because if it is, that's just ridiculous. That shows your maturity level. But she was just like really bitchy to me. And so basically what I did to deal with this was I basically ignored her, but she of course teamed up with another girl, because that's what girls do, who didn't like me in that class also. And it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. But if you're ever in a situation like this, for all the girls who like, you give, and you're like, I can't give much more because you're taking advantage of me, and that's what I felt like. The important thing is not to give into it. I don't care how much you seem like, I should just give her what she wants because I don't want her to be mad at me anymore. That's the worst mistake you can make. It's like when moms give their toddler stuff when they're throwing temper tantrum. It's like, now they're going to expect it every single time there's a problem. So don't do it. And just ignore them, because I think in the end of the year, she was pretty nice to me. She actually showed me some respect. She was like, oh, hey, Jazz, you want to get in this picture with us? Want to sign my yearbook? This and that and that. But she did bully me a lot in class, and it was over that. And I told my friend I was writing to, I said, I hope it isn't all over gum. She's just like, yeah, actually it is. And I'm like, you're kidding, right? She's like, no, I'm not even kidding. It has to be over that, because she started treating you differently directly after you said no, and that is childish. And I'm like, whatever. But the most important thing is, if you're faced with something like this, do not give in to it. And if you feel threatened, because this girl was acting very threatening to me, tell the teacher. Tell someone who you can rely on to help you. Because if you don't feel safe in that class, then you need to tell someone. So yeah, that's basically my school life story, which is what I'm going to start calling these things. I hope you enjoyed. What the day?